Hello everyone, let's look over chapter 11 gases. There is a model for understanding behavior of gases. It is kinetic molecular theory. There are four parts in theoretic kinetic molecular theory. Number one, collection of the particle in constant models, motions. Number two, no attractions or repulsion between particles. Collisions like billiard balls collisions. Number three, a lot of space between particles compared to size of the particles themselves. Number four, speed of the particles increases with increasing temperature. There are four parts in kinetic molecular theory. Kinetic molecular theory is constant with property of gases. Gases are compressible because there are so much empty space between gas particles. Liquids are not compressible because there is so little spaces between liquid particles. A gas assumes the shape and volume of its container. Since the attraction between molecules in a gas are negligible, and since particles are in constant motion, a gas expands to fill the volume of a container. So gases have the low density in comparison with solid and liquid because there is so much empty space between atoms or molecules in a gas. You can calculate the pressure. Pressure equals force over area. So pressure is a result of the constant collisions between atoms or molecules in a gas surface around them. When you see on the top picture, you can see low pressure, the bottom higher pressure. So let's check unit of the pressure. The simplest unit of the pressure is atmosphere. You can use ATM. So ATM is average pressure at sea level. So SI unit of the pressure is Pascal. You can use PA. Defined as 1 Newton per square meter. 1 Pascal equals 1 Newton over square meter. The Pascal is a much smaller unit of the pressure. So 1 atmosphere equals to 101,325 Pascal. It is good to memorize defined relationship. Third unit of pressure, that's millimeters mercury. You can use mmHg. So, since 1 atmosphere of the pressure pushes column of mercury in a barometers to height of the 760 millimeters, 1 atmosphere and 760 millimeters mercury are equals. So memorize defined relationship. 1 atmosphere equals 760 millimeters mercury. Memorize defined relationship. A millimeters mercury is also called a torr after Italian physicist Evangelista Torricelli invented the barometer. So 1 millimeter mercury equals 1 torr. What does it mean? 1 atmosphere equals 760 millimeters mercury equals 760 torr. That's it. Okay. Memorize define relationship. The common unit of pressure includes inches of the mercury, pounds per square inch, psi, Define relationship 1 atmosphere equals 14.7 psi, 1 atmosphere equals 29.92 uh, inches of mercury. Common unit of the pressure. You can see summary of the pressure unit. Pascal, atmosphere, millimeters mercury, torr, psi, and inch of the mercury. And average air pressure at sea level. Okay, let's do problems. Convert 0.311 atmosphere to millimeters mercury. So, what is given here? 0.311 atmosphere. We need to create conversion factor. Given unit is atmosphere on the bottom. We need unit of millimeters mercury on the top. So finally you can get 236 millimeters of mercury. Okay, now let's check a simple four gas law. There are four simple gas law. And then there are also four gas law variable. So that's temperature, pressure, volume, amount of gas. So first, let's check Boyle's law. So if temperature and amount of gas, so temperature and amount of gas, T and N, are constant, the pressure of gas sample increases for decrease in volume. So pressure and volume, and decreases for an increase in volume. So for example, on the upstroke, the increasing volume in internal pressure causes decreases in internal pressure. On the downstroke, the decreasing volume causes increases in the internal pressure. So Boyle's laws, volume of gas and each pressure are inversely proportional. So Boyle's law equation is initial pressure times initial volume equals final pressure times final volume. So 1 means that's initial, 2 means that's final. Okay. What does it mean? As pressure increases, volume decreases. As pressure decreases, volume increases. Let's solve problems. So, cylinder equipped with movable piston has applied pressure of the 4.0 atmosphere and volume of 6.0 liters. What is volume of a cylinder if applied pressure is decreased to 1.0 atmosphere? So what is given? So initial pressure, initial volume, final pressure. So what do you need to get? So there are two variables, pressure and volume. You can use Boyle's law. Boyle's law equation, initial pressure time, initial volume equals final pressure time, final volume. So we need to get final volume. So modify Boyle's law equation. So final volume equals initial volume time, initial pressure over final pressure. So insert given number in unit. Finally, you can calculate final volume. Okay, next. Child's law. Volume and temperature relationship. volume of gas and each cabin temperature are directly proportional. So, in gas law, you have to use unit of the temperature always a Kelvin. Okay. If you see degree Celsius, you have to convert degree Celsius to Kelvin. Okay. Use Kelvin. Temperature. If two variables are directly proportional, increasing one by some factor increases the other by the same factor. When temperature of the gas sample in Kelvin, Kelvin temperature is double, its volume double. When temperature is triple, its volume triples. Okay, so Child's law equation, initial volume over initial temperature equals final volume over final Kelvin temperature. Okay, what does it mean? As temperature increases, right? Volume increases. As temperature decreases, volume decreases. Okay. Okay. Let's solve problems. Sample gas has a volume 2.80 liters at unknown temperature. When the sample is submerged in ice water at 0 degrees Celsius, its volume decreases to 2.57 liters. What was each initial temperature in Kelvin? So, what are the givens here? Initial volume, final temperature in degrees Celsius. What do you need to get? Initial temperature. Okay. So, Charles law equation. Okay. So, we need to get T1. Okay. Modify this equation to get the T1. So, T1 equals V1 times T2 over V2. So let's get T2 in Kelvin. So 0 plus 273 equal 273 Kelvin. So what do we need to get? We need to get T1. So insert given number in unit. 2.80 liter over 2.57 liters time 273 Kelvin. So finally we can get 297 Kelvin for initial temperature. Okay, Boyle's law shows how pressure volume are related at constant temperature. You can see Boyle's law equation. Charles' law show how volume and temperature are related at constant pressure. Charles' law equation. What if two of these variables change at once? We need to use combined gas law. Okay, combined gas law is initial pressure time, initial volume over initial temperature equals final pressure time, final volume over final temperature. Okay, memorize gas law equations. So let's solve problems. Okay, sample of gas, initial volume 158 milliliters at a pressure of 735 millimeters mercury and temperature of 34 degrees Celsius. If the gas is compressed to volume of 108 milliliters, heated to temperature of the 85 degrees Celsius, what is final pressure in millimeters of mercury? So write down given number and unit. Initial pressure, initial temperature in degrees Celsius, initial volume, final temperature in degrees Celsius, final volume. What do you need to get? Final pressure. So there are three variables. You need to use combined gas law to get final pressure. So modify equation. Final pressure equals initial pressure time, initial volume times final temperature in Kelvin over initial temperature in Kelvin, final volume. Let's get initial temperature, final temperature. So degrees Celsius, 34 degrees Celsius, 85 degrees Celsius. We can convert degrees Celsius to Kelvin. And then insert given number unit. Finally, you can get 1.25 times 10 to the third millimeters of mercury for final pressure. Next, simple gas law. That's Avogadro's law. Volume and mole. So volume of the gas sample increases linear with number of mole in the sample. Avogadro's law assume constant temperature and pressure. Volume of gas and amount of gas in moles are directly proportional. So Avogadro's law equation, initial volume over initial amount of the gas equals final volume over final amount of gas. What does it mean? As amount of gas increases, volume increases. So when you see the graph, as number of mole to the right increases, the volume increases, right? Okay, that's Avogadro's law. Okay, let's solve problems. So you need to read problem carefully. Okay, so for A, liter sample of helium gas contains 0.22 mole of helium. How many additional mole of helium gas must be added to the sample to obtain volume of 6.4 liters? So write down given number unit. What do you need? You need final amount of the gas. That's mole. Use Avogadro's equation and then modify equation to determine final mole. Okay, insert number unit. Finally, you can get final mole. That's 0.29 mole. But what is questions? You need to get mole to add. So final mole minus initial mole equals, you can get 0.7 mole to add. Okay. Okay, next. Ideal gas law, pressure, volume, temperature, mole. Boyle's law, Charles' law, Avogadro's law can be combined into one single law. Okay. So Boyle's ideal gas law equals PV equals nRT. Pressure time, volume equals N. Amount of gas time, ideal gas constant. R is ideal gas constant. Time, Kelvin, temperature. Memorize ideal gas constant. R equals 0.0821 unit liter atmosphere over mole Kelvin. Memorize number and unit ideal gas constant. Okay, ideal gas law PV equals nRT. Value of R 0.0821 units. So each of the quantity in ideal gas law must be expressed in unit within R. So you have to use the same unit, liter atmosphere mole Kelvin. So pressure must be expressed in atmosphere. Volume must be expressed in liters. Amount of gas must express in the mole. Temperature must be expressed in Kelvin. Okay. When I give you degrees Celsius, convert degrees Celsius Kelvin. When I give you milliliter, convert milliliter to liter. When I give you torr, you need to convert torr to atmosphere. When I give you mass of the, substance, you have to convert mass to mole. Okay. Okay. Let's solve problems. Calculate the volume occupied by 0.845 mole of nitrogen gas at a temperature of 1.37 atmosphere and temperature of 315 Kelvin. So Let's get final volume. Volume equals amount of gas time, ideal gas constant time, Kelvin temperature over pressure. So finally, you can get 16.0 liters. Okay, molar mass of the gas from ideal gas law. So ideal gas law in combination with mass measurements. Sample of gas has a mass of 0.136 gram. Each volume is 0.112 liters at a temperature of the 298 Kelvin and pressure of the 1.06 atmosphere. So find each molar mass. So first we need to get mole from the ideal gas law and then calculate molar mass. So unit, mass, and the molar mass. So you can see the mass that's given. You have to calculate the mole. Finally, you can calculate molar mass. So from the ideal gas equation, you can modify to determine the mole. And you can get 4.8525 times 10 to the negative third mole. So to determine molar mass, insert given number unit 0.136 gram over, we calculate 4.8525 times 10 to the negative 3 mole. So finally, you can get 28.0 gram per mole for molar the mass. Okay, so partial pressures in mixtures of gases. The pressure due to any individual component in a gas mixture is called partial pressure of that component. So Dalton's law of partial pressure, you can determine total pressure. Total pressure equals pressure of component. So for example, mixture of the helium, neon, argon has a total pressure of the 558 millimeters mercury. The partial pressure of the helium is 341 millimeters of mercury and partial pressure of the neon is 112 millimeters mercury. What is partial pressure of neon? So first, it is good to write down equation. Total pressure equals partial pressure of component. So what do you need to get? Partial pressure of argon. Modify equation. So partial pressure equals total pressure minus partial pressure of helium minus partial pressure of neon. Insert given number and unit. And finally, you can get 105 millimeters mercury. So gases in chemical reaction use ideal gas law to convert pressure, volume, and temperature more from the ideal gas equation. Ideal gas equation is a pressure volume equals amount of gas, ideal gas constant times Kelvin temperature. Okay, you can modify to determine N. So use stoichiometric coefficient to convert the quantities in directions. Okay, so how many moles of ammonia are formed by complete reaction of 2.5 liter of hydrogen at 381 Kelvin and 1.32 atmosphere? Assume there's more than enough nitrogen. That's excess reagent. That's a nitrogen. So first, you have to create balance equation. 3 mole of hydrogen with 1 mole of nitrogen to generate 2 mole of ammonia. Okay, so first, what do you get? Mole of hydrogen. So insert given number unit to determine mole of hydrogen. That's 0.1055 mole of hydrogen. So next step, you have to convert mole of hydrogen to mole of ammonia because we need mole of ammonia. So we calculated mole of hydrogen and then create conversion factor from what? balance equation, use coefficient 3 more of hydrogen, 2 more of ammonia. So finally, unit cancel out, you can get 0.070 mole of ammonia. So molar volume and standard temperature and pressure. We can call it STP, standard temperature and pressure. So that's molar mass. So the volume occupied by 1 mole of a gas, 0 degrees Celsius and 1 atmosphere is 22.4 liters. Memorize STP condition. STP condition. Okay, so 1 mole equals 22.4 liters. So STP condition, temperature 0 degrees Celsius. What does it mean? It means 273.15 Kelvin, right? What about volume? 22.4 liters. What about amount of gas? 1 mole. What about pressure? 1 atmosphere or 760 total or 760 millimeters mercury, same, right? So memorize condition under STP. Okay, let's solve problem. Calculate number of liters of carbon dioxide gas forms STP. Now can you see STP? Standard temperature and pressure. When 0.87 mole of calcium carbonate undergoes this reaction, calcium carbonate decomposes to calcium oxide and calcium carbon dioxide. So what are the givens here? So you have 0.879 mole of calcium carbonate. You can convert calcium carbonate to uh, mole of carbon dioxide. Use you have to create more ratio. Okay, more ratio from balance equation. So 1 mole of calcium carbonate, 1 mole of carbon dioxide. And then you have to convert mole of carbon dioxide to liter dioxide. So what we see STP condition, that's 1 mole equals 22.4 liters. So you have to memorize STP condition. So STP condition volume, that's 22.4 liters. So finally, we can get 19.7 liter carbon dioxide. Okay, so thank you for watching video.